So I'm going to start with a little quote from the Bible. And here it comes, folks. This is the word. Oh, you politicians and you moralists, you hypocrites, you shut up the kingdom of heaven against everybody. You don't go in yourself, and you stop other people who are trying to get in. Those are the people that prefer violence to love, that prefer advertisements for movies showing naked pistols, but boy, watch out if you show a naked penis floating around. They want to put people in jail. They don't want to give them jobs, and they don't want to give them education. And that's why they're against hemp, folks. Because of all the psychedelic entrances maybe to the kingdom of heaven, not mine, but it might be yours, hemp is the one which is the least violent, the least harmful, the most beneficial. And that's why America, in quotes, is against hemp.
The University of Massachusetts Cannabis Reform Coalition is just a large organization throughout the student body to try and spread the word about legalization. Try to get as much of our student body and, you know, the public around the Amherst area just a little more knowledgeable about the subject and how much we need the plant, the hemp plant.
One of their complaints was that too many people were smoking pot at this rally in the news.
I know, it's a terrible thing. I don't know what we're going to do about it.
So are they threatening you with the possibility of arresting people tomorrow?
In fact, they have outrightly said that they will arrest anyone seen smoking marijuana. However, it's going to be virtually impossible for them to tell who's actually smoking marijuana.
Stop being advocate, by the way. And by the way, let me add something to that. If I see any cops smoke marijuana, they'll be arrested too. That's a cop out. There we go. It goes both ways.
Now, you know, let me mention something here. The police will be enforcing the marijuana laws on the common, but there are many laws that they probably will not be enforcing. For instance, I happen to know that it is illegal for a citizen to be on Boston Common without a firearm. That law is on the books from the early 1810s.
So we all have to come armed tomorrow?
That's right. Or you may be arrested, you know, if they decide to enforce the law. It's just as draconian as the marijuana law. They might just decide to do it.
Yeah, that's Ed Rosenthal was telling me a story where the first time he went over to Holland, well, in Holland, of course, they have a program called Tolerance, where even though marijuana is not technically legalized, that you can go and smoke in coffee shops and so forth. And this, they look the other way, basically. Anyway,
love it.
He was telling me a story that he went over there. The first time he went over there, he went to a coffee shop and he bought some good cannabis and he rolled up a joint and he smoked it up, and then rolled up another one and he walked down the street smoking this joint, and he looked over and suddenly he sees a cop and he says, "Uh-oh." So he lowered the joint really fast and kind of like was trying to act casual, and the cop was looking at him. He's like trying to get more casual, and the cop looks over and he walks up to him and he says, "What are you doing?" And he says, "Well, I was just smoking this joint, officer." So the cop said, "Well, then stop looking guilty. You had me nervous there. I thought you were doing something wrong."
That's a cop out. But by the way, now in Massachusetts, they're called Mass for Grass, right? We had the Boston Tea Party. And it said the British are coming. We're going to be doing that song, by the way, tomorrow. We'll give you a little sneak preview called we will smoke pot. But it'll be with the full band, just like Queen, right? But more important thing is going to be able to really not only say something about it, but we see as it goes on, the movement is getting bigger and bigger. In other words, there's an old saying by a Russian proverb saying, "He who puts away the joint becomes the prey." So in other words, when you become the defense, when you don't get on the offense of being offensive all the time by the system, you don't get back to fight back. You end up eventually being withered away by domination of control. So I'm saying right now, in Massachusetts and Boston, Mass, it's going to be a mass demonstration to make sure that every year. By the way, as we are doing this show, this rally tomorrow, it's already being prepared for the next 5 years. We're not going to go away until the laws go away. When they go away, we'll go away with it, and we'll all have a party together.
Well, if you're going to keep it up for 5 years, you better plan on at least 4 of them being celebration parties for the victory, because...
Wow.
Next year.
You know, and in fact, what you're talking about, the unity aspect, is really important. That now, like, there was a point where it was just like the hippies and the lawyers who were concerned about this, but today we've got business people, doctors, farmers, environmentalists, teachers, and the hippies and the doctors and the rappers and everybody else, you know, so the people in support of this have really gone in all directions, and so I think we've kind of got the prohibitionists surrounded. It's about time we tighten the noose and close in and get rid of them once and for all.
Yes.